Hey guys, I'm back today with a makeup tutorial and I am so excited because I know I say that about every single video, I am so excited, but I'm really excited for this particular makeup look because I haven't posted a makeup tutorial in 2 months, so that is crazy. So I'm really excited for this video, and I'm even more so excited because this particular video is going to be a collaboration. This video was supposed to go up like 2 months ago, and then the whole thing with my camera happened and I couldn't upload it, so it's been a long time coming. This is going to be an Instagram trending type of video. I've seen a couple of videos like these. I've seen a couple of videos like this one already, but this video came about. I was just asking my sister and I go, what should I film? I have no idea what to film, and she's like, why don't you do an Instagram makeup tutorial? That's what I search for when I'm trying to do my makeup. So I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. That's actually trending right now, so let's do it. My really good friend here on YouTube, Beauty by Damaris, she had texted me, or I think she had Snapchatted me saying how we should do something together, and I told her, I was like, you know, I've been thinking about doing an Instagram trendy type of video. Do you want to do it with me? And she's like, yes, totally, let's do it. So we planned it. It was supposed to go up like 2 months ago. So Damaris, thank you so much for being so patient and waiting for me, because honestly, I never thought I was going to be able to post this video. So yeah, so definitely go check out Damaris. We are going to be collaborating in this video. This is a collab video, so definitely go check her out. She's doing an Instagram inspired video as well, so go check her out. Tell her I sent you. She is awesome. She's such a sweetheart, and I'm honestly really happy that we collaborated together, and we should definitely do it again soon without any of the issues that went on. I'm gonna stop rambling because I feel like I have rambled enough. That's just because I missed you guys and I feel so good to be back to filming. So yeah, I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. If you know where that's from, we're BFFs. Please tell me you know where that's from. It's a YouTuber here on YouTube, so let me know which YouTuber does. Let's get started. So let's go. Alrighty, so this is the face of a full-time student, part-time teacher, and a content creator here on YouTube. So let's be done with the pity party. Let's put our hairs up and let's get started with the tutorial. We are first going to start off by, of course, priming our eyelids, and I'm going to be taking a concealer, and then I'm just going to smooth that out with a brush. You can use a blending brush. I meant to say a beauty blender, but you can use anything to blend that concealer into the eyes to prime. And then I'm going to take some translucent powder, and I'm going to use that to set the concealer so that it stays in place all day long. For today, we're going to be creating a cat eye type of look. So of course, we're going to use our handy dandy Scotch tape. Make sure that you get it perfect. After the 100th time, I think I got it. Turned out pretty perfect. Not pretty perfect, but somewhat perfect. So apply that to the outer corners, and then let's get started with the eyeshadows. Today I'm going to be using the Morphe 350 palette. I decided to do the original palette because I know that there's a matte one and an all shimmer palette that just launched, but I decided to go in with an oldie but still goodie and work off that palette. So I'm going to take the 2 lightest browns from that particular palette, and I'm going to put this all over my crease, and this is going to be our transition color. Then I'm going to be taking these 2 warm shades, and I'm going to take that with a Sigma E35. This is a more tapered blending brush, and I'm going to apply this right under that transition color, and I'm going to be extending it towards that tape. I'm going to take this color from inner corner to outer corner. I want it to be just as pigmented in the inner corner as it is in the outer corner, and then once I have that buffed in and blended, I'm going to take my previous brush that I used for the transition shades, and we are actually going to blend everything together. I'm going to take these second very warm colors. The only thing I hate about this palette is that the eyeshadows have no name, because I suck at describing shadows. So just take this really warm reddish burnt orange shadows, and we're going to take that same Sigma E35 and we're going to repeat the same step, but we're going to keep this color a little bit lower in the crease, and I'm going to concentrate most of the product in the outer corner. Remember, you want to stay pretty low in that crease. You don't want to take any color too high up because this is going to be a very concentrated cat eye tutorial. Sorry you guys, my brain is everywhere today. So you just want to concentrate this again from inner corner to outer corner, but you want the most pigment to be in the outer corner. Now we're going to go in with the two darkest shades from the palette. You don't have to use all these colors, but the palette has so many options that it's really hard to stick to only one color. So I always try to use as many colors as I possibly can whenever I have all these options. So I took those two dark colors, and again, I'm focusing it in the outer corner. I'm staying really low in that crease. I'm not taking this color up too high. I did go in with a different brush. This is a Sigma E25, more tapered and it's more dense, and it's going to help us really pack in that color. And I took it from inner corner to outer corner, but again, most of the pigment is in the outer corner. So once go back in with that E35, blend everything out, and then we're on to the lid color. I took the coppery shadow from that particular palette, and I did wet mine because I wanted it to be super metallic, and I had to get the mirror because I had to get up close and personal. I felt like the mirror was way too far from me, so just want to make sure that you pack that all over the lid. You can definitely throw this all over the lid. I actually stopped mine halfway. I didn't want it to cover that dark brown. You see me here, I'm actually going back in with a little bit more dark brown, and I'm running it in the outer corner just so that the eyeshadow kind of blends together and it doesn't look like we just slapped it on there. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. You can put it all over the lid, or you can take it halfway, kind of like what I did. And then I took the bronze shade that's in that palette, and I just packed that in the center just to give the look a little extra oomph. And then just take your blending brush once again and blend everything out. So now we're going to go in with winged liner. I am taking the Maybelline gel liner, and for today's particular wing, we are going to be doing something different. I'm not going to be taking the wing all the way in towards the eye. I'm only going to be taking it halfway in. So I did extend it out, but as you guys see me do here, I only take that wing in only halfway to the eyelid. So once you have it, just fill it in. I find it easier to just draw it on first and then fill everything in. And I'm going to go in with some black eyeshadow and a smudge brush, and I'm going to start to smudge it out with some black eyeshadow. I think I said that already, but I'm going to smudge it out. I want it to be really light in the inner corner, and then I will go back in with that gel liner and fill in the outer corner. I want it to look kind of like a gradient effect. So as you guys see me here now, when I remove the tape, it looks really dark in the outer corner, and then towards that inner corner of the wing, it's very light, and that's kind of what I was going for. I took a makeup remover wipe just to wipe off any of the excess fallout. I did apply some mascara to my top lashes just to prepare them for falsies. Today we're going to be using the Icon lashes, and mine totally fell out of the box. I was like, what is going on? These are in the style Beverly Hills, and they are so fluffy and pretty and perfect for everyday wear. I am obsessed with them. So moving on to the skin, I started off by applying some Fix Plus just for extra hydration because I'm kind of dry at the moment. And then I went ahead and I applied the Benefit Professional with the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer because I do have some texture right now, but you don't have to use two primers. Just stick to your favorite. And then we're going to do a little bit of color correcting. I am taking the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I'm putting that under the eyes, and then we're going to mix two foundations. Today I am using the Cover FX Cream Foundation, and I did mix it in with the Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk. I love the combination of these two foundations because the Cover FX foundation gives me the coverage that I'm looking for, whereas the one by Giorgio Armani gives me the finish that I'm going for. So what I do is I first paint on the one from Cover FX, and then with the Beauty Blender I go in and I blend out the one from Giorgio Armani and kind of mix the two together. So now we're going to actually switch things up a little bit. I'm going in with a bronzer, or this is a foundation that's a little bit darker than my skin tone. It's about 3 shades darker than my skin tone. This is a Bobbi Brown foundation stick in a warm almond, and I'm going to use this to bronze the skin before we apply concealer and before we apply anything else to the skin. I've seen a bunch of the girls on Instagram do this particular technique, and I actually really like it because it looks like the skin is sun-kissed and naturally bronzed. I absolutely love it, and I loved the finish of it. So I'm going to apply that to the areas where I would normally bronze, and then we're going to move on to concealer. Today I am going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in light neutral. I'm applying that to the under eyes, chin, bridge of the nose, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my damp sponge, and then I'm going to go in with some extra highlights because the girls on Instagram are highlighted to the gods, so I definitely wanted to follow in their footsteps and do the same thing. So I'm taking MAC's Light Boost pen. This is more of a yellow tone, which is going to help brighten up that under eye, and I'm going to apply it in the same areas where I applied that concealer. So I'm applying it under the eyes, chin, a little bit on the Cupid's bow, and then on the tip of the nose, and then I did take this one up to the forehead, and this is going to also help clean up that bronzer that we applied in the forehead. So just in case you went a little too crazy with the bronzer, don't worry, because this brightener got you. You can definitely smooth things over with this particular product. So blend everything out with the beauty blender, and then I'm going to take the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that with my beauty blender and set the under eyes. I'm going to let that bake for a little while, and we're going to work on the brows. Today I am using the Anastasia brow definer. To be honest, it's not my favorite product. I feel like it's kind of hard to use because it's really thick, but it's still beautiful, so we're still gonna go with it. So to bronze the skin, I did take a MAC powder. This one is a medium plus, I believe, and I'm using that to set the areas where we contoured, well, where we bronzed, and now we're going to contour a little bit further. This is the Morphe 9B palette, and I'm taking that bottom shade, the bottom row, second shade from the bottom row, if that makes any sense, and I'm going to use that to contour and bronze the skin a little bit more. And of course we have to bake our contour, so I'm going to go back in with that same powder we first used, and I'm going to bake my contour. I'm going to let that sit for a little while. I also baked the sides of my nose because that's kind of where my foundation tends to break up the most, so I definitely wanted to set those areas with powder. Now for blush, I am taking the 2 peachy shades from the Gwen Stefani blush palette from Urban Decay. I love this palette, especially these 2 colors, because as you can see, it gives me like a highlighted cheek. I am obsessed. So to highlight, I am taking the Becca Champagne Pop, which I can not say any more good things about. I really do like it. Sometimes I feel like it sets in my skin, like it just doesn't melt into the skin, but I've been loving it recently, so I decided to use it. I'm also going to apply some to the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. So now we're going to finish the eyes. The only thing that I'm doing to the under eyes is I'm lining my waterline with MAC's Costa Riche lip pencil, not lip pencil, eye pencil. Where is my head at? So I did line my waterline with that particular pencil, and then I'm taking a Blank Beauty eyeliner pencil, pencil, it's a pen, and I'm going to extend my inner corners just a tad bit, because if you notice, every single girl on Instagram has that very pretty almond shaped eye, so we're going to recreate it. So I did apply some mascara to the lower lashes, wipe off any of that powder, and we are on to lips. Almost done. So to line my lips, I did take Aquarius Lippy Pencil by ColourPop in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and then I'm going to top it off with Ofra's liquid lipstick in Bel Air. And then to finish off the makeup, just take a shower in Fix Plus. Once our Instagram braids are done, which you can find a bunch of tutorials here on YouTube that show you how to create these braids. I'll link some of my favorite down below. I know Carly Bible did a beautiful one that's actually how I learned to do these braids. I'll leave her tutorial on these braids down below. The next thing we need to do to be all Instagram-fied is to pop on some stud earrings. These are the ones I wear all the time. They are from Kate Spade, and I get tons of questions every time I have them on. So I'm going to quickly pop these on. These are super old. I actually have to get new ones because they already look kind of dingy. I'm going to do Fix Plus one more time. That is pretty much it. That is the completed look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it fun and different and very sexy Instagram-ish. So yeah, don't forget to tag me if you do decide to recreate this makeup look. Also, don't forget to check out Beauty by Damaris. And that's it. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.